Hey YouTube family, Mike Jones here, back with another video on my channel where we talk about all things investing in personal finance with the hopes that we will be able to inspire someone to start their financial freedom journey today. With that said, today we're going to be doing something a little different and I just want to talk about it with you. So today we're going to be going ahead and selling some stocks from my portfolio. Now, as you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I am a buy and hold investor, which means that I love to hold stocks for the long term and just keep on reinvesting the dividends that they may give me, and the growth, I'll just keep holding that so that I can make more gains on top of more gains due to the compound interest that my portfolio will gain over the long term. Now, of course, this is my main tactic for having a portfolio, but right now I'm going to be selling off stocks that I either don't believe in, that I got for free, that I don't see doing long-term growth in the near future or in the future, and basically that's what today's video is going to be about. So if you want to check that out, make sure you stick around for that, and that'll be all. We'll be going over all of that right after this. Hey YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, today we're going to go ahead and be selling off stocks in my portfolio that I do not believe in, or that have run their course in my portfolio, if you will. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to narrow down the focus of what stocks we want in our portfolio, and the money or the proceeds, the profit, and maybe even some of the losses that we take from selling off these stocks will provide us with ample money to go ahead and buy stocks that we more believe in or are more focused on in our portfolio. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into that, and today we're going to be looking at my Robinhood portfolio. So let me go ahead and start the screen recording for that. Okay, so here is my Robinhood portfolio, and as you can see, today we're doing pretty decent. Mondays, for whatever reason, we tend to do pretty well in the market on most cases, and this is like the only thing that I like about Mondays, is that my portfolio usually does pretty well. And as you can see, today we are up to $23,909.22, which is up $405.08 right now, or $403.85, and we'll see what happens during the week, but for the week, or the past week, we're up $360.06. For the past month, we are up $1,056.51. For the last 3 months, we are up $2,707.86. The past year, $5,778.43. And all-time $5,773.71. And again, like I told you, we really didn't start this portfolio until March of this year. We opened the account for Robinhood back in September of last year, but literally only had about $100 in the account until February of 2020, where we deposited $1,000 into the account so that we could go ahead and invest. And we mainly invested in GE and some other miscellaneous stocks, and then we went full force with our investing in this portfolio in March 16th of 2020, which was the day of the shutdown announcement. And it's amazing to see the growth of this portfolio, and I just want the same thing for the people that actually watch my videos. I hope this inspires someone to go ahead and get started. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the companies that we're going to go ahead and sell off. So the first company I'm going to go ahead and talk about is GoPro. As you can see, it is not in my portfolio anymore, as it was in the top. And I had 2 shares of GoPro, and I bought GoPro, like I said, back when I opened the account in last September of last year. And I had the company, they had a little bit of profit, but about a month ago I put a limit sell or a sell limit on GoPro. So when it reached its original the original numbers that I had bought it for is when I wanted to sell it, because I don't believe in GoPro anymore. I never really did research or extensive research on the company, and so right before I recorded this video, it actually reached its $472 dollar price, and so it went ahead and was sold because as soon as it hits that mark is when it sells. And so as you can see, my buying power was already $10.01, so we've made a profit of $9.46, and that's been added to our buying power. So the next company we're gonna go ahead and sell is these 42 shares of GE at a loss of, I'm just kidding, we're not selling GE at all. That was a complete joke, just being funny. But the next company we're actually gonna sell is this Wheeler Real Estate Investment Trust. And it's kind of sad to see it go, honestly, because we've had it for that year. As you can see here, we bought Wheeler at on September 16th of 2019, and we didn't expect it to do what it did, but we are happy with it rebounding like it did, because we have 11 shares, and we bought, you might be thinking, you bought Wheeler at $14.37, but no, we didn't. If you look here, we bought 10 shares of Wheeler for that $14.37, which means that we had 10 shares at an average price of $1.44, and then we bought one more share at $1.42. And so at $1.42 is what, or it says right here, our average cost is $1.44 for the 11 shares that we have. And over the time that we've had it, which is a year, we have gained $18.53 from Wheeler Real Estate Investment Trust. And that is an 117.35% return, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, we don't know enough about this small REIT to keep holding it. Something that makes me wary is the fact that they only have 47 employees, and yeah, so I don't think it has and the market cap also is something that I worry about. It doesn't have a huge market cap, and as you know, we like to have our market cap at the bare minimum in the hundreds of millions, and as you can see here, it's only 30 million for the market cap. It has no PE ratio, no dividend yield. So we are at the end of our run with this company, and so we're gonna go ahead and sell right now. So what you want to do to go ahead and sell is hit trade, then you hit sell, and then you hit that 34.32, or you can also hit sell all, which is what I'm doing, and then you swipe up to submit that. Order received, and it says your market order to sell 11 shares of Wheeler is complete. I sold 11 out of 11 shares at an average price of $307. Total credit is $33.77. So we actually made more by just hitting that sell all button. It's sad to see it go, but hey, we're gonna use those profits and the money from that to go ahead and buy even more awesome stocks. So moving forward, let's see what Ford Motor's at today. Ford Motor is at $7. When did we buy Ford Motor? Before we move on from that, we bought Ford Motor on March of this year, so we won't be getting rid of Ford Motor. We'll see what happens with that in the near future. And so we're gonna move forward to Fitbit, which I believe we're gonna go ahead and sell. Yes, so Fitbit, even though they have ties to Google now, we've seen them decline over the period, and we just don't know how solid of a company they are anymore, or if they ever were a solid company. As you can see here, they also have no PE ratio, no dividend yield. Their market cap is really nice at 1.87 billion, but we're gonna go ahead and take our profits from this and put it into something we believe in more, that we can hold for a longer term. So in the time that we've had it, we have 2 shares at an average cost of $3.80, And in that time, we've gained $6.14, or a profit of 80.79% return, which is really awesome. And we bought Fitbit. Oh, so that's what happened here. Fitbit actually was a free stock that I got, and I got 1 share of Fitbit, and then I bought another share of Fitbit on the day that I opened my account. So this was one of the very first stocks that I ever got, and I think it was the first free share I ever got in my Robinhood account. So humble beginnings for sure. We started with 380, but we're gonna go ahead and trade, hit sell all, and we're gonna go ahead and swipe up. And as you can see here, we shares sold are 202. Average price was $6.87. Total credit is $13.74. All right, moving on. Washington Prime Group. Are we gonna sell today? We are not gonna sell Washington Prime Group because, as you can see, we bought Washington Prime Group on February 28th of this year. So we will not be selling. We will be holding and seeing what happens. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sell Washington Prime Group just because actually we're gonna keep on holding Washington Prime Group. We're gonna allow it to stay in our portfolio, and the reason is it's given us a pretty solid dividend for the amount of money that we've invested into it. So we have 4 shares in the average cost of 94 cents, and in the time that we've had it, which is February and March of this year, it has given us about over 60 cents in dividend payouts. So it doesn't seem like something that's pressing to go ahead and sell right now, and there's a chance that it could get back up to about $1.10, because that's what I originally saw it at, and that's why I bought it at an undervalued price. So if we can get back to that $1.20 price, that would be really awesome, so we can sell it at a profit and get those dividends. So we're gonna hold it until about March of next year, and we'll see what happens in that time. Moving on, I know there's not a bunch of companies I want to go ahead and sell, but another company I want to go ahead and sell is one that I got for free and then I bought another share, and that is Corbus Pharmaceuticals. And this actually used to be one of my best performing stocks in the sense of percentage gains. I think this was up like 400% or something like that, something crazy, and it has completely tanked in the last month. As you can see, in the last 3 months, it's down $6.30, and in the last month, down $7.51. So I think it got to like $12 or something like that. But as you can see, it also has no PE ratio, no dividend yield, and the market cap is lower than we like it. When I say hundreds of millions of dollars in market cap, I'm usually talking like at least 500 million or more. And so this is a company we're going to go ahead and get rid of, and we are selling them at a 6 cent loss. So it's not really hurting us too much. It might actually help with taxes, because those other companies I sold after having them a year. But if I do sell a company that I haven't had for more than a year, and this 6 cent loss will count towards the money they're going to tax me for that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all. We have 2 shares at $3.70, and we have gotten rid of it. They actually gave us $3.71 at an average price of $1.86. So we only lost like 5 cents or a nickel on the whole deal. So that's done. Moving on, here's another company we had, Marathon Oil. It's a free stock, so we're gonna go ahead and sell them. We really know nothing about them. What have they done for us since we got them? Nothing, no dividend or anything. So we'll just take the $4.22 or 21 cents and be happy with that. Now, I could have sold this when I originally got it, but I like to see if these free stocks are going to actually perform and do something for me. But that one was sold for one share at $4.21, so we lost a penny on that in the transaction, but we don't really care. Moving on, We have 2 shares of United States Steel, and we're gonna go ahead and sell those. These were 2 shares that we got for free, so we're gonna make about $15 to $16 on this. We're gonna go ahead and sell all again, swipe up, and I think this gave us a couple of dividends, but it was like something minuscule, like 10 cents or 20 cents. So we're not really hurting from that. As you can see, we sold 2 of 2 shares at an average price of $7.84 with $15.68 returned. And moving on, KMI. I'm still debating on if I want to sell KMI. As you can see, it is up almost 5,000% since we've had it. And yeah, so I don't think we bought this company. I think we've just made phenomenal gains from the free share that we got. So moving on, we are gonna go ahead and talk about, I'm probably gonna have to go down to the end because I don't think any of these companies I want to sell. Yeah, I bought Blue Apron myself, and I know I haven't had it for over a year. This company has given us 17-cent return. I don't really like penny stocks that much, but I bought it anyways. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and keep this company and see what happens with that. The next company we're gonna go ahead and talk about is Hertz. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Hertz. Yes, this is probably gonna be my most painful sell out of all of the ones that I have, but like I told you in my last couple videos, I had no idea that Hertz was going bankrupt. I just knew that they were a rental car company that I see at almost every airport, and I see them everywhere. But the fact that they went bankrupt, I really don't want to be behind a company like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do something that I dread, because I always talk about those unrealized losses and gains. We're gonna go ahead and take the L on a $3 loss today and go ahead and sell this company. And this is just full transparency, guys. I'm trying to be as completely transparent as possible with you guys, show you my losses, show you my gains, and live with the results. This is a journey, and that's why it's best that you join the journey as soon as possible. Get started. You never know what could happen. You could be, the next prodigy of the stock market. But anyways, we sold this 1 of 1 share at an average price of $1.05, so we get $1.05 credit. And the next company we're gonna go ahead and sell is this Coca-Cola Bottlers Japan that I previously talked about. And this company, it's tanked. And one of the things that I don't like about this company, and I should have never bought it, is the fact that if you look at the chart, it's an ugly chart. This is the usual for this chart, where it's just a straight line, and I'm not a fan of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this company, and we're gonna go ahead and lose $2.66 on this company, but that'll help with taxes, as I've talked about before. So I'll go ahead and sell this. We'll go ahead and hit sell all, and we'll sell that 1 share. It's kind of freeing, actually, to sell this share when I'm not making anything. So we got $8.16 back for that share of Coca-Cola Bottlers Japan. And then we're gonna go ahead and sell, this is probably the biggest company we're gonna go ahead, or stock we're gonna go ahead and sell, and this is Molson Coors Beverage. And so let's go ahead and look at what they provide. It's a holding company which engages in the provision of beer, which is why I bought it. It deals in the United States, Canada, Europe, international, and corporate. And it sells, here's what it sells. It operates under the brands of Blue Moon, Coors Banquet, Coors Light, Miller Genuine Draft, Miller Lite, Taro Pramin, Carling, Molson Canadian, Creemore Springs, Cobra, Doombar, Henry's Hard, and Leinenkugels. Basically, it deals with a lot of beer, and you know, they deal with the provision of beer, the production and the sales of those specific beers. And the ones that stood out to me were Blue Moon, Coors Banquet, Coors Light, Miller Draft, Miller Lite. And so that's exactly why I bought this company. But this is a Class A share, and as I said before with the last stock, it performs weird. And so I'm just ready to get rid of it. It's done nothing but tank since I had it. And so we're gonna take our biggest L of the day with $11.53 lost over the time we've had it. We bought it back on June 8th of 2020, and I should have just bought a B share of this company, and it performs regular. It gives me gains and everything, and it was actually, I think, $10 less than this A share, but I bought the A share and it's done nothing but tank. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of it. We actually should have, when we realized that it was gonna perform this way, we probably should have got rid of it right then and there and just took the L, but we didn't. And so we are gonna lose $11. How much? $11.53 on this company, which brings our total of loss to like $16.50, which at the end of the day, in a portfolio that is in the 20,000s, is not that big of a deal. So we're gonna go ahead and sell, hit sell all, swipe up, and we'll go ahead and get $47.37 back for this company. Not sure why we got $47.37 back for this company instead of $52.47, but it's fine. At least we're out of that stock and that position. So we have a couple more companies we're gonna go ahead and sell, and it's these last three, or these last five. Well, we'll just get into it. So VBI Vaccines is the next company we're gonna go ahead and get rid of. And this is a free stock again, so we're just gonna go ahead and gain this 291 that we have. And because I didn't buy it, I don't think with free stocks you have to hold them for a year to go ahead and sell them off. So we're gonna go ahead and sell all, swipe up, and we're gonna go ahead and get $2.90 back for that. And then we have Prospect Capital, which we received, or we got it for 59 cents. I think it was a free share. Yeah, it's a free share. We got it at 59 cents. It's gained 8,567.79% since we've had the company. And PSEC dividend is going to be 6 cents. We're not going to even worry about that because it would just be reinvested. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. And we're going to sell all. And order received. And we sold it. So now we receive $5.19 back. And I believe we received $5.19 back when it was $5.13 because of the dividend. They're still going to go ahead and pay that because we were in the company when we sold it, which is pretty awesome. We still get the dividend even though we sold it off. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen, but like I talked about in my last video with the ex-dividend date, if you're there when the ex-dividend date is going on, I guess you can go ahead and sell and still get that dividend. But I wouldn't make that a regular occurrence if I were you. Last company we're going to go ahead and sell in my Robinhood portfolio is Fuel Cell Energy, ticker symbol FCEL, and we got this company I think at like $2.50 or $2.70, something like that. It's done nothing but tank since we've had it, and so we're gonna go ahead and take this $1.90 or whatever they decide to give us because the market is still moving. And we did that, so we sold one share of one for $1.90. They gave us the $1.90, which is awesome. And so now we have $157.15 to spend. Wow. So what are we gonna do with this? Well, I'm not gonna make the decision right now. I'm gonna go ahead and think about it, and I know that I'll be leaving $15 of buying power in my Robinhood portfolio. So that gives us about $142.15 to spend. So I'll think about it and I'll get back to you and I'll show you in another video. All right. With that said, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. And I just want to say I am not a financial advisor. And as you can see, I do make mistakes in buying companies. Although most of those companies were free shares, I did make this mistake of saving them when they didn't provide anything for me. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and God bless.